Hello everyone, I hope you are all doing well. In today's video, we are going to break down the direction of the next week and correcting a mistake that everyone's still doing. Alright, so let's do a quick recap for yesterday's video. So for the monthly time frame, we said we have a bearish monthly advanced storyline, right? This is the first touch, the second touch, and this is the third touch on this bearish reversal monthly trend line. Now let's check the daily time frame. On the daily time frame, we had this bearish daily breakout for the bearish monthly advanced storyline. Now, this bearish monthly advanced storyline, it will end where? It will end on the next fresh monthly level, which is this bullish gap, or the next monthly trend line below this fresh monthly level. All right, and as we can see right here, we have a rejection from this bullish monthly fresh level. All right, we didn't have any bullish breakout yet. All right, we didn't have any bullish breakout yet. Now, let's check the weekly direction. All right, we said we had a bearish weekly advanced storyline that created on this bearish reversal trend line. All right, the first touch, the second touch, and the third touch, it's right here. Now let's check the 4-hour time frame. On the 4-hour time frame, this is our bearish 4-hour breakout for the bearish weekly advanced storyline. Now, this bearish weekly advanced storyline, it will end where? It will end on the next fresh weekly level, right? Or on the next weekly trend line. As you can see right here, the price have rejected from this break and retest weekly trend line. Right? Now let's check the 4-hour time frame. On the 4-hour time frame, this is the A-shape level, but if the price breaks it, we will change from bearish weekly advanced storyline to bullish weekly advanced storyline, right? But as you can see right here on Pepperstone, the price didn't break this A-shape level like this, all right? So we still in a bearish weekly advanced storyline. What's that mean? That means if the price didn't break this A-shape level, so we still in a bearish weekly advanced storyline, right? Until the price reaches the next fresh weekly level. These two, it's the next fresh weekly level below this break and retest trend line. This is the first one, and this is the second one. All right, as we said, the price may reach these two levels, all right, or this level, and give us the bullish for our breakout for changing from bearish weekly advanced storyline to bullish weekly classic storyline. All right, but this is on Pepperstone chart. All right, let's see the difference between Pepperstone and on the chart. All right, on the this was the bearish for our breakout for the bearish weekly advanced storyline, right? And after this bearish weekly advanced storyline, the price reaches this break and retests weekly trend line. But as you can see on the 4-hour time frame, we had already our bullish for our breakout for changing from what? For changing from bearish weekly advanced storyline to bullish weekly advanced storyline by this bullish for our breakout. Check this again. On the Wanda, we had already our bullish for our breakout, but on Purplestone, we didn't have any bullish for our breakout. That's why you have always to use Wanda chart, because Wanda, it's aligning with your broker that you use for trading. All right. If you check on the with all the brokers, you will find it is the only chart that is aligned with them. All right. So from now, let's just use Onda, all right? Don't use Pepperstone alone. Always use two charts together, all right, for more clear analysis, all right? I have mentioned this before and I will mention this again, all right? I didn't read this week, so I didn't pay attention that I am using Pepperstone chart, right? It's very, very simple. All right, now let's just back again to on the chart. All right, so which direction we have to look in the next week? All right, we have to look for the buy, for the bullish direction, which means the buy setups. Why is that? As we said, the price changed from bearish weekly advanced storyline on this bearish reversal trend line to bullish weekly advanced storyline on this break and retest weekly trend line by this bullish 4-hour breakout. All right, but what about the daily direction inside this bullish weekly storyline? Right, now let's check the daily time frame. All right, as you can see, after the bearish weekly advanced storyline, the price keep continues down, down, down until it reaches this break and retest trend line. All right, and then we had this bullish weekly content, this bullish daily content. On this bullish daily content, we had our bullish for our breakout, right? Like this. All right. Now, as you can see, after this bullish daily candle gave us the breakout, we had another we had another for a daily reject daily right here. Let's make it green for the daily. And we had also this daily reject daily. All right, now let's put our vertical line and check the 1 hour time frame. On the 1 hour time frame, this was the rejection from the A-shaped level, right? And this was the rejection from the V-shape level, right? V-shape daily level, right? Daily reject daily right here and daily reject daily right here. May you ask, in this case, which type of setups we have to take, the buy setups or the sell setups? All right, it's very, very simple in this case. All right, now this bearish daily advanced storyline, only in this case, it's the thing that give us the pullback. All right, this bearish daily classic storyline gave us the pullback to where? The pullback to our 4-hour KM levels, all right? This was the bearish daily classic storyline. So it gave us the pullback to our KM, to our 4-hour KM levels for our buy setup, all right? May we say that also we didn't have any 1 hour bullish breakout right here, right? We didn't have any 1 hour bullish breakout right here for the bullish daily advanced, for the bullish daily classic storyline right here. Right, this was the level that if the price breaks it, we are in a bullish daily classic storyline, right? But for this, you have to understand the parts of the storylines, the parts of the weekly storyline, the parts of the daily storyline, and also the parts of the daily storyline inside the weekly storyline. All right, so let's check this. Now, this bullish weekly advanced storyline that started on this break and retest trend line. It will end where? It will end on the next fresh weekly level right here. All right, let's make it red for the weekly, or on this fresh weekly level right here, right? The one that gives us the bearish for our breakout is the one that give us the bearish weekly classic story line. All right. So what or what is the part of this of the weekly storyline from this uh, bullish break and retest trend line to this weekly fresh level, right? Let's remove this. As we said, there is three parts of the weekly bullish advanced story. So this is the first part from it, right? Let's make it white, right? So this is the first part from the bullish weekly advanced storyline. Where is the second part? The second part is in the middle. It's right here. And the third part, it's when the price it's near to reach our next fresh weekly level right here. All right, and we said the second part and the last part of the weekly bullish advanced storyline, we can put them together. So it can be like this. All right, so for the first part from the weekly bullish, all right, from the weekly bullish advanced storyline, it's always for the KM setups, which is the 4-hour KM setups. And inside the last two parts of the weekly bullish storyline, it's for the continuation setups. All right. Now let's check the parts of the daily storylines inside the weekly storyline. All right. Now, as we said, this was the bearish 1-hour breakout for the bearish daily classic storyline. Right? This was the bearish 1-hour breakout. So this will be the first part from what? From the bearish weekly classic storyline. The second part, it's right here. Right? This is the second part. And the third part, it's with it. So let's take them together. All right. So this is the first part. This is the last part, the second part, and the third part. Why I put the third part right here? Because this is the next daily level, right? This is the next daily fresh level, not this bearish daily classic storyline will end on it by a bullish 1-hour breakout for the bullish daily classic storyline. All right. So the next fresh daily level, it's inside what? It's inside the first part of the weekly bullish advanced storyline. And inside the first part, we have to take what? We have to take the 4-hour KMs setups, all right, on the 4-hour KM setups. So we don't have, listen to this, we don't have to wait until the bearish daily classic storyline to end on this next fresh daily level in order to get our bullish, in order to get our buy setups. All right, why is that? As we said, because inside the first part, we have to look for the buy setups of the 4-hour PM pattern, right? So simply, this was our buy setup, all right, on from the KM setups, this bullish gap level, all right, this 4-hour bullish gap level, it's aligned with what? It's aligned with the 1-hour bullish gap level also, all right? So our entry, it's right here, all right, from this candle, right? Very, very simple. Right, now let's remove this. Let's keep it simple and clear. All right. Now these three parts, we don't need them. All right. We don't need these three parts. All right. We don't need these three parts of the Bearish Daily Classic storyline. All right. And I will show you something very beautiful right here. All right. So this was our what? Our buy setup from this bullish for our gap that align with the 1 hour bullish gap level. All right, this was on Friday. All right, on the last 4 hour candles.